Tithing is not scriptural.
Tithing is not scriptural for a modern day Christian.
Huh.
Yeah.
So where does the notion come from?
It's actually only flared back in the last couple hundred years. So tithing was not a thing. You can go through the history of Christianity from Christ on, and Christians weren't tithing. And tithe literally means a tenth. It translates to a tenth.
Yes.
And so most, not all, but a lot of churches today and pastors today present that, hey, you need to tithe. Give us 10% of your revenue because the Bible says to tithe. Well, the Old Testament, the Mosaic laws say to tithe. But what's funny is there's not one tithe in the Old Testament, there's three. So if if tithe means a tenth, technically you're supposed to be paying 3/10. Now the difference is the third tithe was only once every 3 years. So there's 3 tithes. So if you're a pastor out there preaching tithe, you need to be preaching 23.3% from your congregation, not 10%, if you want to lean on the biblical tithe. But so when you look at the tithe laws, Israel of the Bible is a theocracy. So those tithes were actually a form of taxation. It's what kept up government and religion. It was combined. Today, we're not a theocracy. We're a democratic republic. So what the church has done, the recent church, the modern church in the last couple hundred years, is they needed to figure out a revenue stream. So I'll say with good intentions, these pastors looked to the Old Covenant, the Old Testament, and said, hey, like the Levites were asking for 10% or demanding 10% based off the Mosaic laws, so we should ask for 10%. And it baked in this legalistic demand from your congregation. And then, hey, if you don't tithe, Tucker, to me, you're a bad boy.